What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. We have a massive story to cover today. You've probably heard the rumors. Donald Trump might be arrested on Tuesday, so buckle up because we are diving deep into what's going on, what could happen next, and what this means for former president's potential 2024 campaign. Are you guys ready? Let's go. The background. Alright, so let's set the scene. Back in 2016, adult film star Stormy Daniels claimed to have had an affair with Trump back in 2006. While Trump denies the affair, Trump's team caught wind of her story and his lawyer Michael Cohen paid her $130,000 to keep quiet on her story. Now, while that part isn't technically illegal, when Trump reimbursed Cohen, the record for the payment said it was for legal fees, and prosecutors argue that this could amount to falsifying records, which is a misdemeanor in New York. But it doesn't stop there. Prosecutors might also argue that Trump broke election law by trying to hide the payment to Daniels. If proven, this could turn into a felony charge. But what's important to note is that this case isn't exactly clear-cut. There is little precedent for this kind of prosecution, and previous attempts to charge politicians with similar offenses have failed. As Catherine Christian, a former financial prosecutor for the New York City District Attorney, says, it's going to be tough. Charges and indictment. So will Trump actually be charged? Well, the decision rests with New York City's new district attorney, Alvin Bragg. He set up the grand jury to investigate, and only he knows when or if an indictment will be announced. There are signs, though, that the grand jury is wrapping up, with both Michael Cohen and his former legal advisor, Robert Costello, expected to give testimony. What happens if Trump gets arrested? So let's say Trump is arrested. What happens next? According to his lawyers, Trump would follow standard procedure, traveling from his Mar-a-Lago home in Florida to the New York City courthouse for booking, fingerprints, and even a mugshot. Can you imagine that? A former president getting arrested and his mugshot taken. Once the case is booked and a judge is selected, other details like trial timing, travel restrictions, and bail requirements will come into play. If Trump is convicted of a misdemeanor, he'll face a fine, but if he is hit with a felony charge, he could face up to 4 years in prison, although experts predict it's more likely he'd get another fine and that prison time is, quote, highly unlikely. Protest and potential violence. Now this is where things get a little more intense. After hinting at an indictment on Tuesday, Trump went on his social media platform Truth Social and called for massive protests from his supporters, saying, quote, we just can't allow this anymore. They're killing our nation as we sit back and watch. After the announcement, we got word that District Attorney Bragg is working closely with the New York police. Bragg addressed in an email to staff on Saturday, stating that, quote, we do not tolerate attempts to intimidate our office or threaten the rule of law in New York. We will continue to apply the law evenly and fairly and speak publicly only when appropriate. Political reactions. As you can imagine, reactions to Trump's announcement have been quite polarizing. Kevin McCarthy, the current Republican Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, criticized the investigation, calling it an abuse of power, and on the other hand, former Democratic Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, denounced Trump's call for protest, labeling it reckless and stating that Trump cannot hide from his violations of the law. Can Trump still run for president? Here is the question everyone is asking. Can Trump still run for president? And the answer is yes. According to the law, an indictment or even a criminal conviction wouldn't stop Trump from campaigning or serving as president, even from prison. Isn't that crazy? Trump himself has stated that he will continue campaigning even if charged with a crime, and despite the legal hurdles, Trump still leads the race for the Republican nomination with 43% support in a recent poll. However, an arrest could complicate his presidential campaign. While some Republican voters might rally around Trump, others might be distracted by the legal drama. Plus, it could deepen the already sharp divides in the American political system. Now to wrap up, let's dive into the aftermath and possible consequences of Trump's arrest. There are a few key areas to consider. 1. Political consequences. Trump's arrest could significantly impact his political future and the Republican Party as a whole. It might lead to a further split within the party between Trump's loyalists and those who distance themselves from him. This division could weaken the GOP's chances in the future elections. 2. Legal consequences. If Trump is convicted, he could face fines and, although unlikely, even imprisonment. Also, beyond the Stormy Daniels case, and conviction might encourage other jurisdictions to pursue legal action against Trump for other alleged wrongdoings. This could result in a snowball effect of legal troubles for the former president. 3. Public opinion. Trump's arrest could sway public opinion in different ways. Some may view it as a triumph of justice, while others might see it as a political persecution. This could lead in even more polarization among the American public. 4. Social consequences. In the short term, Trump's arrest may provoke protests or even violence from his supporters. It's crucial for law enforcement agencies to be prepared for any potential unrest to maintain public safety, and we, as people, are asking for his supporters to please protest peacefully. Even Jag Posobiec went on Twitter and called for protest with calling out of work, protest with truckers not running, and protest with bank runs. Anything is better than violence. And 5, and most importantly, impact on future presidents. Trump's arrest could set a precedent for future legal action against presidents after they leave office. This might change the way presidents approach their duties, knowing they could face criminal charges once their term is over. There you have it, folks. The twists and turns in this unfolding story make for a story that's like out of a movie. What do you guys think about Trump's announcement and the potential consequences? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this developing story. Whatever the outcome, it's sure to be a historic moment in American history. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.